Hey everyone, this is Crypto Gordon Freeman, the free man, helping to bring you from the darkness into the light through the power of the crypto revolution. Oh yeah. So today's video is about FUD and FOMO, but not what you think. This is about FUD and FOMO, what you only think you know. So the topic is actually going to be about FUD and FOMO and looking at how these actually affect things in the market that you may not think they do. A lot of arguments throughout the entirety of crypto, once there were trading platforms like Binance and such and so forth, is that when the bots come in, it messes up all the market movement, and that everything is just, bots. And if it's not bots, then it's whales. Well, bots have feelings too. They don't. But we're going to learn how FUD and FOMO really do still have a lot to do with it, even on the bot side of things. So I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. So we'll be looking at Ethereum here just to have a visual, because this is just you and me talking here, okay? Just me and my 5,000, sometimes I'll have subscribers someday in the future. By the way, speaking of subscribing, please subscribe. Click that you like this, thumbs up, or don't like this, thumbs down, or don't feel indifferent. There isn't a middle thumb. There is a middle finger, but don't do that either. If you want to tip with more stuff, I've got my Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin addresses for you to tip. So please let me know if you decide to do that. It'll mean a lot. FUD and FOMO. Okay, all that, smash the button, click to subscribe, all that stuff, we're done. We're getting into this now. So FUD and FOMO. FUD, for anybody that is new to crypto, is fear, uncertainty, doubt. It's a stock thing as well. It's a other things thing, and not just crypto. And FOMO is fear of missing out. So these are spoken of in news cycles, in shill or fake news that is designed to cause fear or panic or instantaneous need for something. So FUD and FOMO happen on the markets constantly. And what I want to talk about today is the fact that they influence emotion in trading, and, not even just on exchange where you have these cycles and charts and indicators that tell you what to do, but just the decision to jump from the Telegram group to jump from the Twitter group to jump from the Discord group and go buy, or sell, out of a fear that you're either going to miss out on something, or a fear that you have just gotten caught in a trap and want to sell it off. And oftentimes those are motivated by somebody that wants you to do exactly that. They're just waiting for you. They got a trade that they want to sell off and you're the lucky ticket, or they've got something that they want to buy really low and they want you to sell off too low so that they can grab it up. But people have this idea that if you control your emotions in trading, that the FUD and FOMO don't have as much of an impact. And even more so, that when we have even more bot trading, that FUD and FOMO don't enter in as much, because it's mostly whales that are controlling movement, manipulating the market, and bots that are trading on people's behalves, making unemotional, indicator-driven moves. Well, here's the thing. FUD and FOMO, trading bots. So a trading bot, let's just talk through this a little bit, is a program. Crypto Hopper is a pretty cool version of it. I'm not asking you to click on my referral. I'm not using any bots right now at all. The last bot I used, I paid somebody to make for me, and that was pretty fun. But the idea of a bot is that you set up these indicators, like in my case, I like using volume, MACD, Bollinger Bands, stochastics, RSI, which that is your relative strength index, and VWAP, volume weighted average price. I like to use this combination. Usually they don't have VWAP in a bot, which is fine. But so you can tell the bot when it gets here, buy, when it gets here, sell. Or when it gets here, buy, and then always sell at X percentage. You can do all sorts of different things. But the idea is that you can layer a couple of these different things. You can tweak this number to be different than this number. You can say only if this goes here and this goes here. You can just use one and the other. You can A/B your testing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the ironic thing is that your bot's going to be pretty much trying to think the same way that you were when you were doing this by watching it yourself. So if you have 10,000 people and let's say 1,000 of them are watching this and they have it within 5% of the same settings as you, and you have another 1,000 people that are using just this and they have their settings fairly similar to yours, and then you have another 1,000 who use both of them, and then you have somebody else that uses volume and all this stuff, and somebody else that says only when it hits this range of the Bollinger and only when it hits that range, et cetera, et cetera. You tally all these up, and the bots are trading against each other, looking for the same opportunities that you and your pals were before they signed up with the bot. So if you were looking to work based on indicators, then were you factoring in how you felt about it less than somebody else who was just, watching this and listening to people on Discord? And, they see this thing and say, oh, the sky is falling, everybody's got to sell their Ethereum before it breaks. And then, you go in there and say, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And then, okay, so I'm going to load up my indicators. And, well, that just seems like a good time to buy. Why would I want to sell it? Okay, so that kind of makes a point, doesn't it? Same thing here, same thing here. If you're risky, right there. But the point is that the indicators help us to look, but it also helps the bots to think. So if FUD and FOMO are the way that you're trading, then you're always the sucker that everybody else is selling to at the wrong place in order for them to get in at a good place. And you're always the sucker that is buying too high and selling low. But if you are not buying and selling based on FOMO, then you may be doing the exact same thing with the bot that you were doing when you were less emotionally trading by using indicators. So FOD and FOMO do still enter in, even though the bot and whale activity is strong. That doesn't take the volatility that messes with your mindset out of the picture. It just adjusts it to the indicators that everybody who is skilled already look for. So at the same time, indicators are largely driven by trend. Well, trend is largely driven by emotion. If you have, let's say, 1 million people that are trading with $100, $200 versus whales, let's give an extreme, that have 1,000 BTC. There are tens of thousands of people that are inexperienced in trading in that scale that make up maybe one of those 100 to 500 BTC whales, right? So if there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in inexperienced trading and people trying to follow those trends, most people that don't stick with this beyond a year or two fail. I've heard people say that 95% of people lose money in trading and they don't turn back. I don't know if that's an accurate number, but I can absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, imagine that it's got to be close to that, because it is not easy to succeed no matter how much you know. But if you are trying to follow the trends and you're the massive numbers of people with not a whole lot of coin, you're going to be looking for these things and you're going to think, oh, this is not good. This is not good. And then, if you didn't already sell it saying, well, I better cut my losses soon. Then you watch this and you say, oh my gosh, what have I done? And then you see this, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's okay. Oh gosh, what have I done? Oh, maybe it's it. And then it keeps going up here and you're like, well, gosh, if I hadn't sold here, I could already be here. And then you kind of watch this for a while and then it does this and you say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got out. And it starts doing this and you're like, it looks like it might even recover. I think I better, let me try to get in here. Nope, I couldn't get in there. Let me try to get in here. Nope, I couldn't get in there. Oh no, what am I going to do? And, for this little chunk of time, you have now sold down here and bought up here. So you lost here and you lost more just in the profit that you didn't keep. And so then it keeps going up and, you're a little bit happy there. You've made 20 cents where you lost $3. $3. And, this pattern repeats itself. FUD and FOMO didn't go anywhere just because of in fact, even more so with the whales, but just because of the bots. The bots are looking at the patterns too. And the bots are programmed to help make better informed decisions on your fear of missing out or your fear about being wrong, about it going up and taking a dive and you sell your loss when it was totally the right time to be buying instead of selling. So just a little bit of a perspective there. There's room for everybody to make their good decisions and their mistakes. And it's called crypto, and you should join. And we all want mass adoption. Mass adoption comes from liquidity and volume. Volume is only going to work if there's liquidity. Liquidity only comes when people are willing to trade. So trade on a legitimate exchange and come join the crypto revolution. Hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. And for now, Crypto Gordon Freeman